Hello everybody, my name is Jason Greenwood and our company Alpha Model Distribution is the Compass model distributor for New Zealand. We've just received our first shipment of the brand new Compass 3D Plus 50 size Nitro helicopter kits, and what we wanted to do, because there hasn't been one done yet, is to provide you with a little bit of a build video. I'm sure that Finless or Mercurial would do probably a much better job. But I just don't know if or when they'll be able to get around to doing a build video for this particular kit. So we wanted to go ahead and do a short build video as we went along and put this kit together. There'll be some points at which I'll have to simply take the camera in my hand and walk around and show you bits and pieces, but I'll do my very, very best to have the camera on a tripod as much as possible so there isn't too much jumping around. This is my first build video, so please go easy on me. And hopefully it will help to answer some of the questions that you might have during the build process, although this build does look to be very, very simple. So what we'll do is we will grab the camera and we'll step you through what we see in the box as we go through it, and then we'll get stuck into the build section by section. And the way that I'll do it is I'll simply start with the first sections in the manual as I call them out and read them out, and then what we'll do is I'll go ahead and actually complete those sections, figure out any gotchas along the way that I think might be useful, and come back and show you the completed section. Hopefully that will be detailed enough, and if you've got any questions, we'll provide details at the end so that you can email us or get in touch with Compass or any of the forums like HeliFreak can help you out. So anyways, we'll get stuck in. As we open the box, just simply slide the lid of the box off. The first thing that you're going to notice is that Compass have significantly raised the bar in terms of the quality of their packaging, in terms of the box quality, the design, the colors, the manual, the packaging, the inserts, just basically everything to do with the aesthetics of the model and the packaging. As you'll see here, this is how the new 3D Plus now looks in its box. It comes with an injection molded plastic insert. It comes with everything laid out very, very nicely in the box. Surprisingly, the bag of parts, the main bag of parts for the bit that isn't pre-assembled, is only that small. So it's very, very small. Fits basically in the palm of your hand. So there's a lot of this that's pre-assembled. Compass state around 70% or 80% pre-assembled, and I believe them on that because there's just not a lot of parts here to put in. Now, as you go ahead and pull the box apart and pull the bits out of the box, one of the first things that you will also notice is the canopy. The canopy is a new shape, very similar to the old 3D Plus, the old Night 3D shape, but it's got a bit of an update and improvement to the shape. It's got little ears to allow for the main gear, and it's also got a new paint job as well. So first thing I'll do is I'll grab a cutter and I'll get that open. But basically, I should have done that before we got into this bit. Tear it open. Right. In any case, as you can see, the fit and finish. You can see the fit and finish on this new canopy is simply stunning. The video just simply won't do it justice. It looks very, very nice. Nice, bright fluorescent colors. Should be good for visibility in the air. They've really, really stepped up the quality of the canopy a notch versus the old 3D. So that's nice to see. Also, from what we can see, when you start to take the frame set out of the box, one of the first things that becomes apparent is that this is a lot of this idea, the concept, the layout, everything. You will find similarities between this new kit and the Odin 90 and also the Atom 500 Electric. It's got a nice large radio tray up front, which eliminates one of the concerns of the Night 3D, that there wasn't a lot of room for electronics. They've addressed that. It is a nice looking kit. Once you take off these protective packaging foam inserts from the box, you will also see that it comes in a carbon fiber frame, 2mm carbon fiber frame, extremely stiff frame structure. That is one of the things that's also been improved. It's an extremely rigid, very stiff frame structure, so it should make for some very nice 3D flying. The other improvement that they've made over the original Night 3D is the fact that they have moved the rudder servo up to the front of the helicopter instead of mounting it on the boom, so there is that tail bell crank, that intermediate tail bell crank for the rudder servo rod to connect to. So they've definitely made quite a few improvements. We've still got the crankcase dampener there that you can see, which is really nice at eliminating vibrations. A nice big chunky Mod 1 main gear as per usual. Everything with Compass seems to be high quality, big, beefy, designed really structurally sound, and makes for a really, really nice helicopter that unfortunately I know from experience crashes well. As we take the head unit out of the box, it's got its own injection molded insert. As you can see from this head, first thing that you'll notice is that they've gone with that sort of gunmetal and silver look that the Odin and the Atom heads have. I personally like that a lot. I was never a huge fan of the blue. Some people love the blue and will miss it. Myself, I really, really like the coloration, the shape, and the look of this head. I think it's a really, really nice looking head. Instead of having an enclosed flybar cage, you've got flybar control arms, which makes getting on and off the flybar control links very, very easy. So they do have some nice construction differences and design changes to the actual head of the unit. Remains to be seen how different it feels in flight to the 3D, to the original Knight 3D. But the 3D Plus looks to be a very, very nice heli indeed. The boom is there. So like I said, the packaging is very, very nice. 80%, 70 or 80% pre-assembled frames. And in my own personal experience, when Compass says ARF, or as in pre-assembled, the stuff's ready to go, they mean it. We've taken screws out, we've checked to make sure that everything is Loctited. My old Knight 3D, I flew it as it came pre-built. Have never had anything come loose. Same with other Atom owners that I know of, and Odin owners as well. Nothing has ever come loose that was factory pre-assembled. So when they say factory pre-assembled, they mean factory pre-assembled. The one caveat to that is the fact that the manual, or there's an insert in the box that says the spindle bolts have not been Loctited, so they do tell you that right up front. One of the other improvements that that Compass have made is that you will notice that the manual, it looks a lot better. It's a lot more detailed. The pictures are clear. The CAD drawings and everything, the breakdowns, the diagrams are much, much clearer. They look a lot nicer. The exploded views look nicer. They've got some team tips in there. So they've really stepped up their game in terms of the construction and instruction manuals. So that was something that some people were concerned about, so they have addressed that. So it's good to see Compass really, really making some positive changes. So as I get this laid out a little bit more here, we'll be back in just a second and we'll move forward with that.